What is going on, my Patriots? Give me one moment here. Thank y'all for coming to another edition of, you guessed it, Joel Davis Media Network. If it's your first time tuning to the broadcast, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell up top. Please like and share. Please like and share. Guys, I'm sorry I'm not showing my face right now. First and foremost, just got off work and I'm in between dinner. But I was like, I gotta get this stuff out. So as soon as I finish dinner, I will put my face out here so you lovely folks can see your boy. All right. It's just that when you're a chef and you work all day in the kitchen, you just don't have time to enjoy your meal because you're too busy trying to make sure the meal is out for your patrons. So that's just what it is. It is what it is. Guys, a lot has went down this week. Oh my God, a lot. We had a shooting in Tulsa. We're gonna cover that about how quick that was silenced. We're gonna talk a little bit about what's going on with Lindsey Graham, who is now has revealed that he is the biggest Rhino of all to see, which we not should be surprised. He has had Rhino energy for the last freaking year now. Okay, so it's finally come to surface because he got to do anything he can to make sure that he's relevant in Washington. We will also talk about Ron Desantis, who's got gonads so big at this point that I think they come with its own zip code. If you haven't heard, DeSantis vetoed a bill that would have gave the Tampa Bay Rays a $35 million training facility, but since they want to play politics and talk about uh, America doesn't have tough enough gun laws and that the shootings in America is because of that and this, that, and the third. The DeSantis was like, you know what, since y'all want to be on this woke stuff, I'm out. So he vetoed that bill. We're going to talk about Virginia. They are with it again, in with the shits. They are now trying to force this LBGTQ LMNP movement on our children. Now trying to make elementary kids, I want to say as young as third grade, learn about sex education with girls in there. And we're going to talk about Leah Thomas, who is basically the walking joke of um, America right now. But there's a lot we got to cover tonight. So without further ado, I'm not going to hold y'all up. I know we've been 10 minutes into the stream with the countdown, getting everybody in the room. Let's go ahead on and proceed to our first story tonight and break it down that way. Give me 1 second here. Let me pull this up. Like I said, guys, please donate if you can. It helps the channel grow. If you cannot donate, a like is free. I'm serious. A like is so free. All right, guys. Let's get the likes up at least on this broadcast. I want to be, before we end the night, I want to be in the 30s. It'll be awesome if we can do that. Because the more we get likes, the more we can get YouTube algorithm to do what it needs to do. So without further ado, let's go to the first story. Coming out of Tulsa. We're going to play what's going on with Tulsa, the tragedy that has basically floored us, and now it's still a lot for us to really break down. So let's go ahead on here and let's go in and let's find out about this story. I want to play two clips. One's about the initial short version report and the in-depth of what was going on with this guy. Again, hit the like button. It's free. If you can't donate, I promise you, it's free. Got 15 in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Come out and play sale going on now at Family Leisure. It's time to get out of the house. Check out our incredible in-stock selection of pools, patio furniture, swing sets, spas, and more. But you better hurry. It won't last long. Come out and play sale going on right now at Family Leisure.
Well, Alejandro, we did learn a lot during this press conference. It lasted almost an hour. We have learned that 2 of the 4 victims were physicians here at St. Francis. One victim was a receptionist. The other was a patient here at the doctor's office when that suspect stormed the second floor, opening fire, again, killing those 4 victims. Now, again, we did hear from the Tulsa police chief just a short time ago, laying a pretty good timeline of the events that took place leading up to the shooting that happened yesterday. We're told that the suspect, who has been identified as Michael Lewis, was a patient of Dr. Preston Phillips. Now, we're told that he was seen for a back surgery back in May. Well, after being released, Lewis had complained and contacted the doctor's office several times over the coming weeks about needing additional help for that back surgery. We're told that on May 29th, Lewis bought a semi-automatic gun at a pawn show legally.
Okay, so I want y'all to hear this now. He brought the gun legally. Legally, he brought this gun. Okay? Guy has never had any kind, so far what I've been told and what we've researched, he has never had any kind of mental stuff going on. Okay? So, if you don't know the race of the shooter, I'm going to see if anybody knows. What race do you think the shooter is in Tulsa? Come on, guys. I'm going to go and give you a chance to vote. Vote 1 if you think it's a glacier glider. 2 if you think it's a sunman. 3 if you think it's an ombre. 4 if you think it's an Asian persuasion. 5 if you think it's a Patel. Or 6, you have no clue what race it is. All you know is that somebody got shot the hell up. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see how many people can guess the right race of the actual perpetrator. I'll wait. Come on, y'all, not all at once. I know somebody got to know. Someone mistakes you are correct. He is black. He's a sun man. Oh my God. Now you already know why you ain't heard about this story now. Cat Slave said, I have not heard this story yet. You haven't because he's a sun man. He's black. He don't fit the narrative. Okay? He didn't gun down any children. He didn't have the alphabet stoop clothing going on. He didn't have a manifesto about white replacement theory. He's a regular black man who was in pain and was in so much pain that he couldn't probably get the right medication because it probably had opioids and other narcotics that was possibly would have made him an addict, or they were scared it would make him an addict because of what we've seen in the past, and he just lost his shit. Now, would you consider this a mental health problem? Yes, we would. But guess what the Democrats are trying to spin it as? Now they're trying to say, shout out to Greg, Black Conservative Perspective, they're trying to say that it's white supremacy. They're trying to say that he was so oppressed by the white man that he couldn't get his medicine. Now, I'm just trying to figure out where the white oppression in this story is at. Because Dr. Preston Phillips was black, okay? He was a black doctor, pretty successful doctor, what I've heard. So I'm just trying to figure it out. Where is the racism here? I don't see it. I just see a man who was in a lot of pain, who really let this pain psychologically affect his mental capacity, and he took lives. But unfortunately, this is what we're dealing with the Democratic Party right now. Every chance they get, when there's a son man that commits a crime, there's got to be a white supremacy involved. So I guess the reason why Chicago is killing each other left and right is because there's the invisible white man that is going around and telling all of the local gang members, load your guns up, get in the car, and kill each other. We need you to feel the oppression. Get the fuck out of here. Wow. He grew up in your hometown. That's deep. Shout out to Sewing Mistakes Unlimited. Sewing, you know, whatever you find out before we do, let us know. I'm going to continue with this while I address and show everybody comments. Again, the likes are free. If you cannot donate, the likes are free. The comments are definitely free. So please support the channel by all means necessary.
He also bought an AR-15 style rifle at about 2 p.m. from a Tulsa area gun store yesterday, the day of the shooting. Now, police say officers found a letter on Lewis yesterday, making it very clear of his intent and motive. They say he wanted to kill Dr. Phillips and anyone who got in his way. He blamed Dr. Phillips for causing the pain following that back surgery. Now, the other victims, including Dr. Phillips, have also been identified as Dr. Stephanie Hewson, Amanda Green, the receptionist, and then William Love. He was a patient. Now, the St. Francis Health System also addressed.
Damn, man. You mean to tell me that they killed the receptionist, man? Listen, y'all. You know you got to be really, really disturbed. If you kill the receptionist that is related, that works for the doctor, like you really got to be on one. And then to kill the patient, you got to be on one. Like you really got to be on one. Like this dude mental health was disturbed. Now my thing is, why didn't nobody saw the signs? That's what's hurting me in this story, because a lot of times, especially when it comes to the Sun community doing these mass shootings, the signs are there. The erratic behavior is there. My wife checks me when I'm not on my meds, okay? Because I have bipolar, depression, and anxiety. So when I'm not on my shit, I am a monster, okay? I'm a monster. I know I am. I'm a complete super asshole. My wife will check me. Hey, you know, you're not acting like yourself. Have you taken your meds? What's going on with you? because that's what you need to do with mental health. You have to keep an eye out on this stuff. But unfortunately, the Dems don't want to talk about that. They want you to keep an eye out on gun control, extensive background checks. Well, newsflash, Oklahoma does background checks. He got a gun the same day. He passed the background check. And even if they had one for 72 hours, he passed it. Now, my favorite one is, let's ban all the assault rifles. Or maybe possibly the 9mm. Okay, let me tell you about that. That's not going to do damn good for no one. Because guess what's going to happen? Somebody is going to go up here and find a way to get that 9, to get that AR-15 and do damage. Do you know how many guns is running around in America right now? We got more guns in America than we got people. So how the fuck you gonna stop all this shit from flowing? And don't give me the whole speech of, well, we gonna pay you money if you turn in your gun. Man, fuck that. Nobody's not gonna do that. Nobody's not gonna walk into a police station and be like, yeah, I'm gonna turn in my gun today because I want to be a part of the whole assault rifle ban and 9mm ban. We have the right to protect ourselves, folks. It's not the gun. It's the people behind it. Exactly. I have too, sewing machine. I've seen sewing mistakes. I have seen people not pass the background check and not get a gun. Not only at a gun show, I've seen it happen when I used to purchase my guns in person. So the background checks work, people. Your problem is that the people behind the gun, the criminals. If you go out here and here's the problem. A lot of it got to do with a lot of these people that do these mass shootings. We talk about mass shootings in America with just the kids and stuff like that. We have, thank you, Cat Slave. I appreciate you. We love you too over here. We have mass shootings damn near every day across America in our major cities, especially in the Sun community and the Brown community. And you know what? I have yet to see someone like a Biden, someone like a Sheila Jackson Lee, someone like a woke ass AOC or anyone go to those communities and try to impose or encourage to pass laws to where the criminals are held accountable. You cannot stop this type of criminal activity. You can't. Criminals gonna do criminal shit as long as we live on and revolve and breathe this air on this earth. But what you can do is you can deter it by showing anyone that gets the idea of wanting to be a criminal what will happen. Because if someone see their homeboy going to jail and getting a gang of years, and you send them to a max security jail where they can't get but an hour outside a day, they can't get no devices in, they got to see the same walls, they can only get a visit every 2 months. That will stop a lot of these motherfuckers from doing shit. People will be like, you know what? I don't live like that. I don't want that life. I don't want my mama to tell me that she can't make it today and I gotta wait another 2 months before I see it. Or my homeboy, my girl, or I don't have access to no one. I can't even get on a personal ad or anything with pen pal, with jail, with the outside of anything. If that would happen, we would not be here right now. We wouldn't. There would be a lot of decrease in crime in a lot of these cities. It really would. But you know they're not going to do that because the first time we cracked that whip, yeah, I said it, crack the whip on accountability, the first thing you're going to hear is somebody scream out from all of the background, especially from the Sun community, racist. They be ready to hop on it. It's racist, man. Let's continue.
addressing the crowd and the press today during this press conference, saying that they're heartbroken, the unmanageable, and obviously a lot of fear from people, especially physicians right now, what this means to be a healthcare provider in this country. Now, if you watch this press conference, you obviously saw the speakers recounting and giving their thoughts, but what you couldn't see is we were in the reception area of the heart hospital here at St. Francis, and we were surrounded by many different nurses, doctors, listening to see what happened to their colleagues. And again, we did hear from the St. Francis administration a short time ago. Here's just a small part of what they had to say.
Our job is to help and heal. And we are here to do our job, even if it's with broken hearts.
No, I appreciate it. Sure. Now, again, a lot of mixed emotions here. The investigation is still ongoing. They also touched on another piece of information. They say that the suspect's wife may have called 911 about 30 minutes after the shooting, saying she was fearful that her husband had done this, called 911, giving them their name. And again, they found that note on the suspect's body, giving a very clear indication of exactly why the shooting took place. That was a major question that we've been waiting to uncover. And again, we're going to continue to cover this throughout the rest of our shows. Be sure to tune in to KOCO 5 News at 5 for even additional information. For now, reporting live from Tulsa, Zach Rael, KOCO 5 News.
Imagine the wife. This wife has to live with the fact that her husband came into a facility and shot up 5 people. Now, she probably did everything within reason to stop him. I mean, I'm going to give the woman the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to be an asshole and say, oh, she the problem too. I'm not going to do that. She probably did like any loving wife did, probably try to talk him down, try to tell him that, you know, we can probably go if we'll sue for malpractice, you know, things that a loving wife or spouse would do to make sure their spouse would feel mentally safe that there is going to be a solution to the problem. But unfortunately, he was too far gone. He felt defeated because of what happened to him. And there's a lot of people saying, well, healthcare providers are not safe anymore. Well, guess what? No one is safe anymore. We've seen some crazy stuff in 2022. We've seen kids get slaughtered by a mental health nutcase. We've seen a man who was in so much pain that it ran him crazy. Then we have also seen, and hear me out now, we've also seen comedians, people that do everyday jokes, get assaulted by an audience. First started with a superstar at the Oscars, and now it has gone full trend. So no one's safe anymore. No one is safe. You're not safe to do your job anymore. Everybody's on guard. I'm just being honest. Everybody. It's sad but true, because that's the world we're living in. Because people have made it okay, lawmakers, that's right, you people in Washington, you big DAs in these big cities have made it okay for the criminal or people with criminal minds to be bold and no accountability. Why you think right now in Los Angeles, California, especially California, a lot in the southeastern region, you can go into a liquor store and steal whatever you want. Steal whatever you want in these stores. As long as it's under 1,000 or right at 1,000, you get no ticket, no nothing. That's it. You haul off and laugh, sell it on the street and do another run tomorrow. You can't make this up. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead on here. We're going to talk about, after moving from Tulsa here, we're going to show what the suspect looked like, and then we're going to move on to the Rhino. So give me a second here and let you see the image of the man who caused all this carnage to the point that people will have nightmares for the rest of their lives and never be the same. Now, this looks like to me a mugshot of this guy. I mean, I really can't say, but the way he looks in that picture, that's enough to let you know that this guy is on one. Look at this Joker eyes. I'm telling you now, he came to me looking like that. I ain't having no conversation with that cat. Now, he looks like he's short. He looks like he's about 5'6". So he's not really tall. But what I told y'all, Charles Manson was like 5'5", 5'6". The short people is the craziest. When you see short guys like that, looking at you like that, you leave them alone. I don't care how tall you are, how strong you are. Those jokers will get you. They're like little leprechauns. All right, let's go up here and move on to the next story. Again, hit the like button. It's free. By the way, my producers, all of y'all that got wrenches are really producers. Let me know how many likes we got so far. I hope we're tracking. I hope we're about 20 by now. We should be. All right, let's go up here and remove this guy off here. Hopefully we at 20 likes, or 20 plus. I'm trying to get to 30 tonight before this broadcast. That's the goal. All right, y'all, give me 1 second. I'm trying to pull it up. All right. We're going on the Gateway Pundit tonight, guys. Yeah, I know. You know, it hurts my, and I haven't got the email yet, but I'm going to check. You know, it hurts my soul because I really liked Lindsey Graham at one time, y'all. I really did. He's from my home state. I thought that he was South Carolina's real homeboy. But, you know, over time, I'm starting to see that Lindsey Graham is not for the people. He is for his own personal interests. He do not care about South Carolina. He do not care about this Second Amendment. He only cares about one thing and one thing only, and that is keeping his own ass alive and well in Washington. Let's read this story from Gateway Pundit. So the GOP Senator Lindsey Graham on Thursday evening said he is ready to vote on all gun control proposals mentioned by Joe Biden. Lindsey Graham also urged Schumer to bring the gun control proposals forward for votes. I stand ready to vote on all the proposals mentioned by President Biden tonight and encourage the Democratic leader to bring them forward for votes, Lindsey Graham said. Senator Graham also added he's ready to work across the aisle to find common ground on gun control legislation. Now, he says this in Twitter and all this BS. Joe Biden Thursday evening delivered remarks on the recent mass shootings and called on Congress to reinstate the 1994 assault weapons ban. Biden attacked the Second Amendment again and said no amendment is absolute. Joe Biden called for red flag laws and demanded the 1994 assault weapons ban be reinstated. We need to ban assault weapons and high capacity magazines, and if we can't ban assault weapons, then we should raise the age to purchase them from 18 to 21, said Biden. Joe Biden also called on Congress to limit how many rounds a weapon can hold. We should limit how many rounds a weapon can hold. Why in God's name should an ordinary citizen be able to purchase an assault weapon that holds 30-round magazines, then let mass shooters fire hundreds of bullets in a matter of minutes? Biden said and sell out. Lindsey Graham is ready to go full steam ahead on Biden's proposals attacking the Second Amendment. Guys, this is Rhino at himself. This is Rhino behavior. Now, why is Lindsey Graham all of a sudden eager, so eager to show everyone how woke he is? Because Lindsey Graham, first and foremost, is a bitch. Yeah, I said it. He's a bitch. He's a bitch because he know good and damn well that right now, that in his mind, that if he goes and work with these crazy ass liberals and push this agenda that they want, that somehow, some way, he's gonna make South Carolina his bitch again. That's why I hope South Carolina gets some balls and move Lindsey Graham out of the state. His old ass need to sit down somewhere. He has done nothing but been a fucking rhino. Why are you trying to work with liberals? You know how this goes. You're trying to say you want to work with them, and they're continuously trashing your party. Every step, every second they get, they talk about how lousy you guys are. And y'all sit there like little bitches and go back to them for more abuse. That makes me feel like that the Democrats are the pimp and the Republicans in the White House are the hoe. What I was done representing my state or whatever is, no, we're not going to vote on this shit because it's dumb. We already got tough laws in place. Oh, you want to ban assault rifles like in 1994? Well, guess what? 1994, there was what? barely any internet, sir. There was barely any type of exposure to what we got now. That's why you didn't have all these assaults going on. If you ban guns right now, you're going to see an influx of it coming right back like no other. You got the cartel coming in like wildfire. You don't think they ain't going to capitalize on selling guns to citizens since y'all don't want to do it? Since y'all want to crack down on everything? And what are you talking about? Why do we need 30 rounds in a gun? Because we can. This is the U.S. of A. It is our Second Amendment right. If I want to buy a fucking gun with 180 rounds, that's my right. As long as I'm using it to protect my home, to target practice, to hunt, or whatever the hell I want to do within reason of the sporting of shooting and hunting, it should not matter to you. Not all of us wakes up, sir, and say, hey, let me get this gun and go after civilians today. A lot of us enjoy shooting particular different type of weapons because it's a sport. It's like you saying, because there's a lot of injury in basketball with torn ACLs, you all of a sudden just going to go and take the basketball from everybody. And from now on, people going to have to just play basketball on the computer. It's not the same. It's not the same feeling. Yeah, you on the computer and yeah, you see people doing that, but it's not you. You're not doing it yourself. You're not defying the laws of gravity. That's why it makes no sense. And then another thing that doesn't make sense to me, that they keep pushing out of their mouths over and over and over again about locking guns up and stuff. Like, people don't know how to do that. Anyone who is very familiar with a gun, who has been around guns all their lives, know how they work, and are very responsible and was taught to be responsible, knows that you're supposed to put a gun in. You're supposed to put a gun in a safe. You're supposed to lock your gun away. But when you're talking about taking the magazine out the gun and then taking the bullets out the magazine and locking the gun up and stuff, so you're trying to tell me when an intruder comes in my home, I got to go up here, fumble for the combination, load bullets into my gun. I got to go up here and load my fucking bullet into the chamber. By the time I do wreck the bullet in the chamber, he gonna know where I'm at. He gonna know I'm up and I'm done. The bad guy got me. I have a fighting chance, sir, if I have my weapon put away and already locked and loaded. But they don't do that. They don't think like that unless it's them. I don't get this, man. This is just so crazy. Exactly, Caitlin. You're dead. You're gone. Do you know? Listen, when the bad guy comes, do y'all seen the videos? We've done the videos on this channel of robbers at the house where you have people go up to the doorbell and on that ring cam, and they are beating on the door hard, trying to kick it in. And when they can't kick it in, they are taking their guns and they are shooting it off. That's just how reckless people are. People don't care. You think the bad guy's going to sit there and be like, oh my God, he doesn't have his gun yet. Let me let him get his gun. Let me let him give a fighting chance. Hey, homeowner, this is the bad guy. You got your gun yet? Okay, got your gun? All right, okay. Have you got it loaded? Is it okay, it's loaded? All right. Where are you pointing it? Are you like pointing at my direction you think I am? Oh, you got it pointed. Okay, cool. All right, let's do this. Let's go. On your set, mark, go. No, bad guy's not doing that. That guy's going to go up here and do what he needs to do and get what he needs to get and leave you DOA, dead on arrival. Joke is stupid. In fact, this is what we as a society need to start asking these loony bin politicians. When they say they want to take our guns, we need to look them directly in their face and ask them, okay, the law that you propose, if someone breaks in your house tonight, a gang of 3 to 5 people, usually it's 3 to 5, that breaks in a home and do a burglary, you feel like you're going to survive by the time the police get there, which is about 5 to 6 minutes away. The perpetrator is slowly etching up your room to get into your gun safe, to get the bullets and everything loaded. It's going to take you a minute and a half to 2 minutes. And they walking in your room right now, damn near there. They're damn near in your room. You think you're going to have enough time to do that and save yourself and survive? I'll wait. I'll wait. Oh, you got pepper spray? Oh, don't worry. Pepper spray is only going to cause chaos. And then what you going to do? Now they're all over the place. They're trying to get you. You're nervous. You're trying to buy time. And what if they're immune to pepper spray like I am? Then you're going to really be pissed because they're going to find you and beat and going to just take you out. So the moral of the story is quit playing with me. Quit it. I'm not in no fantasy world. This is real life. We got people out here getting mowed every day committing crimes. So stop it. I hope that they play Lindsey Graham. I really do. I hope they play this dude. I hope when they get through with him that all he can do is hang his head and cry like a little bitch. Because I'm telling you what these liberals gonna do. They're gonna play him as much as they can to get him to get any more goofballs and rhinos to join him. And as soon as they get what they want out of them, they're gonna toss them and talk trash about them again, like they always do. And these jokers just continue to keep coming back for more. Oh my God, I just want him to like me. Fucking jackasses. Anyway, let's go on and move on to the next story with Ron DeSantis. I think this is so funny. You know, I have so much respect for Ron DeSantis because Ron DeSantis just don't give a. He really don't. Like, Ron DeSantis just one of those dudes like, oh, okay. You want to play with me, buddy? It's okay. It's all right. We will do it your way. We will do it your way. Don't you worry, buddy. We're going to get you what you want. We're going to get you what you want. And I love it. I do. I like that dude. I really like Ron DeSantis. I wish he was mine. I really do. I know he's next door to me in the next state. I wish he was my governor. I really do. Because the dude got balls. Like, he don't care. He doesn't care. He's not scared. He's not scared. And he don't ask for permission. He just do it. Him and the dude from out of Texas, Greg Abbott. They got balls, man. They do shit that nobody else won't do. They just ain't scared. All right, let me go add this to y'all, to this show. Right quick, like. All right, so it's got music to it. I can't play it. So anyway, Ron DeSantis vetoed a $3.1 billion in spending as he signed a $109 billion budget. Okay, let's continue. Slashing funds that would have in part gone towards a youth sports complex earmarked as a possible spring training facility for the Tampa Bay Rays. Oh, it gets funny. The Republicans cited the need to protect the state against what very well may be a Biden-induced recession at the signing ceremony. I love it. I love it. The facility in question in Pasco County would have cost $35 million. Now they got an ad going on right now. So imagine that. Imagine that. $35 million. When are these companies going to learn, man? You can't get into the politics game. Stay in your wheelhouse. Like, I'm being serious. Like, I'm not trying to be a smart ass. I'm being real. Stay in your wheelhouse. If your wheelhouse is to play a sport, entertain the people in that sport, and make them see how amazing that is, what you do. Now, they said the video comes after the Rays published a call to end gun violence in the aftermath of the Texas and New York mass shooting. Oh, Jesus help us. And a report from Outkick said it learned that the decision was indeed in response to the team politicizing the massacres. The team also donated $50,000 to a far-left gun violence prevention organization called Every Town for Gun Safety. They also included a veto list with $20 million for a pair of state-owned jets and $75 million. All right, so I'm not going to read anymore. They keep having these ads and this shit's getting on my nerves. But you get it, right? You understand? Like, he basically said, fuck you, Tampa Bay Rays. You want to be woke, I'm not doing nothing. What I love about Ron Desantis, he stands by what he believes in. And we need more people like this. Quit playing with us. This is not your fight. Unless you lost a loved one in that town, it's not your fight. And let's say you did. Then you take that fight with that town. You go to the town meeting, you voice your concerns, and y'all come up with a resolution to help with the state of Texas get the help that they need for the town. Don't put this all on everybody because of one fuck up. Same thing with the New York massacre at the supermarket. Now white supremacy is back at it again. No, it's not. White supremacy is not our issue. Our issue is that we indoctrinating our kids with all this psycho-bobbly boo-boo shit that makes no sense. And these kids are not able to cope, and that's what we have raised, monsters, going into it, doing what they do. Speaking of white supremacy, let's talk about another issue that came up this week. We're about to go there. We're about to go there. Oh, man. So I cannot play the clip of what happened. but I can read the news story to you. So we're gonna go with the news story because I can't play the clip, and I don't want to get dinged. So if you've been hiding under a rock, there was a big story of, you guessed it, George Floyd on steroids, because you know it's the election year and we gotta find us another George Floyd. And in this case was this black queen, aka Sun Woman, who said that she was pregnant and the police shot her multiple times, all because she was a pregnant Sun Woman, and the police are oppressive and out of control. What's up, Devon? But then the story changes. Here we go. Let's go deep dive. A 26-year-old woman shot and seriously injured by the Kansas City police on Friday is not pregnant, according to a local faith leader who said he is working with her family. Leona Hale was shot and seriously injured by two officers in the parking lot of a Family Dollar store near 6th Street and Prospect Avenue. Let's pause for a minute. If you hear any place called 6th Street in a predominantly Sun city, that means it ain't good. Okay, it's the hood. Run for your lives. Now let's continue. A witness said she heard Hale tell police she was pregnant moments before she was shot. She is not, in fact, pregnant, Reverend Timothy Hayes, pastor of the 24-hour faith training center in Kansas City, said Thursday. Hale's shooting sparked outrage and national attention after a witness filmed the aftermath of the shooting and said police had shot an unarmed pregnant woman. But then Hale was taken to a local hospital after the shooting. Her medical condition remained stable as of Wednesday. Jackson County prosecutor Gene Peters Baker said in a statement Wednesday that a review of the police body camera video showed that Hale continually displayed a weapon during her encounter with the police officers before she was shot. The prosecutor's office also released an image showing Hale with what appeared to be a firearm in her hand. She was charged with unlawful firearm possession, exhibiting a firearm, and resisting arrest. On Thursday, Hale's mother, along with civil rights activists, including Hayes, called on authorities to release videos from the shooting. They did, and when they released it, y'all still look like fools because, once again, there's no racism here. And now let's go with the images of the gun, huh? Because you know I'm petty. You know I'm very petty. And I wanna make sure that they see the gun, holding the gun. So give me one moment here. You know, I want to make sure that they know Leona Hale holding gun. Oh man. Yeah, let me see here. You know, I got to go there. I gotta give it to you. Here we go, guys. Are y'all ready for this? Oh, this is a good one too. This is a good picture. She don't look pregnant or nothing. Let me give this to y'all full HD, courtesy of Sun Woman Go Out. What does that look like to y'all? That sure don't look like a cigarette lighter. It sure don't look like it don't look like a cigarette lighter. It don't look like a what do you call that stuff? A water gun. That looks like a gun. Looks like a gun. And look how she's parading with it. She's running and pointing in the direction of the police. I thought pregnant women don't do that. You said you pregnant, right? You supposed to be like, oh my God, my baby. Full of shit. No, man. I'm tired of these lies. Quit lying. That's why I don't even get triggered no more when I hear about a Sun man or Sun woman get shot by the cop. I know it's some bullshit. I already know. They either got a weapon, they didn't listen to the cop, They up here talking more shit than they need to be. It's always some extra shit. Why I don't take it serious no more. I used to be when I was on my woke shit. Oh God, I know they ain't talking about us, bro. Let's go, man. I'm tired of these cops. Now, man, since I'm on the other side of the fence and I really investigate this shit, man, now it's time the cops don't even want to shoot these fools. Cops don't want to deal with these fools. That's why they don't want to. That's why we ain't got no cops hardly right now. Because of shit like this. She pointing the gun. About to ruin this man's whole career. Got an activist. I know Benjamin Crump was ready. I know he was right there on the phone, like, yo, I'm gonna wait one more day. They don't release no footage of her having a gun, or if I don't see no riot, if I see a riot, I'm coming through. I'm coming through. Shit, she had a gun. Damn, she gonna live. Wow, she stayed. Man, there's no riot. Oh well, we're gonna have to go for the next one, Dems. You know y'all need it. That's just what we're going through right now. That's what we go through every time. It never fails. Somebody out here right now making an excuse for this shit right here. Man, you don't understand what she going through. No, you don't understand how retarded this looks. Man, you can't make this up, man. Oh, you can't make this up. You can't. You really can't. Moving right along. I told you it was a lot to unpack tonight, guys. Hit the like button, man. We got a lot going on here. So we're gonna go up here. Um, we're gonna talk about the parents. I'm gonna play this clip right here. This is from uh Fairfax County. Again, hit the like button. This is the only place where we don't charge you for hitting the like button, man. It's free. If you can't donate, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? It is free. I have to go up here and make sure y'all support your boy. All right, let's go show this right quick. I don't know why it's not showing it. Oh, now I want to do what I want to do. All right, guys. All right, here we go.
Who knew my lack of Creole spice was what kept me from cooking nice?
Very, very dynamic real world adult issues. And we're starting in kindergarten through third grade and things that frankly even adults struggle with, as we know. At that age, it's really important to just kind of major on the majors, you know, the reading and the writing and the arithmetic, especially in our great state of Virginia, where sadly the 8th grade proficiency level for reading is at 34%. And that's in Virginia. Where in Europe, it's 96%. So
shout out to that guy there. This is a real parent here who did his homework. He said that right now that the rate of reading proficiency in the state of Virginia, the statistics is extremely low versus the statistics in Europe. Why is that in Europe? Because in a lot of countries in Europe, they don't have time for this horse shit. They don't have time to play these woke games. And the people that do play these woke games are the ones that got so many issues in their city, in their country, that they just let them cancel themselves out. Just what it is. But in America today, we can't do that because once we push issues, we're the devil. Remember that. Let's continue.
to try to tackle these politically charged, very dynamic, sort of social, hot buttons at such a young age, it seems very inappropriate, especially when a parent should be the first person to actually have those types of conversations with their child.
They're lowering the age of our sex ed program to 4th grade, and they're making it co-ed, which is, not good because it makes the kids uncomfortable, obviously.
Hey, shout out to Storm Mistakes for the $2 super sticker, man. I appreciate you. Imagine your child coming home to you in the 4th grade and telling you that he has a paper, him or her, about sex education. And y'all doing it together. Now, in South Carolina, we had in 4th grade, but it was a choice by the parent. Parent had the final say. The parent said, no, I don't want my child in that. You didn't. I remember doing sex education in 4th grade, but mine, it wasn't, I don't even call it sex education. It was more like the intro watered down of reproductive health. I mean, they didn't go into extreme details. I didn't really get the gist of reproductive health, the extreme details, till I got in 8th grade. And reproductive health in 8th grade was very detailed, very straight to the point. They weren't playing. But again, 4th grade, no child should be exposed to the type of topic that they're going to be talking about in a woke setting of today's generation. Because the wokians today are basically grooming your children. They're not doing the watered down version like they did back in our time if they was teaching it in 4th grade. They're teaching everything. They're teaching about all the genders, what they do, what each, it's too much. Too much. It's grooming the child. That's how I feel. It's grooming the child. It's making the child feel like, oh, well, I know what it is. I'm an adult. I need to do it. Man, you can't make this up. Continue.
It's not appropriate to have the boys and girls, at such a young age, covering the sex ed together. And then also because the SRR has a change on the use of malicious misgendering of gender pronouns. And they're making it a suspendable offense.
Too far, too much, too young. That's the easiest way to say it. Back when I was going in school, elementary, it was common sense classroom. And I think a lot of people, a lot of parents even taxpayers who don't have kids, they believe in a common sense classroom, and it's ridiculous. If, for instance, I asked my son this morning what he was gonna learn. He said math, science, language arts, writing, and he said, "Oh, science." That's what we want to hear, right? We don't want to hear, "I got punished today because I called somebody by the wrong pronoun."
Yeah.
What that man is saying is true, because there's a lot of kids right now, a lot of parents are really pissed off that their children are being sent home for calling the child a wrong pronoun or getting written up or getting ISS. I'm sorry, but let them come to me and saying they're going to send my child to some kind of after school detention because he said the wrong pronoun or whatever. Not the hell he won't. And I will go as far as withdraw my child from that, and they will be put somewhere else in homeschool. Because I don't have time for that drama and that bullshit. Because my children don't have it not should be exposed to that. You're right, showing mistakes unlimited. They already experiment at 14 and 16. Let them experiment. Let them find that out about the pronoun. You know, and this pronoun stuff be making me mad, because you got some of these jokers talking about they're non-binary. Well, what do you mean you non-binary? You either a woman or you're a man. Well, you just woke up one day and you just going to choose what gender you want to be today. If that's the case, then I should be non-racial. I don't want to be black today. I want to be white today. You know what? I might be Mexican tomorrow. Oh, we can't do that. Now we what they call it, culture appropriating. So if you are culture appropriating for doing that, then why can't we call them out for going against the science? Wouldn't you call that gender appropriating because you're not that particular gender? Exactly. I mean, I'm just saying, man. I'm telling you now. I done told y'all on this channel. If I meet someone that tell me they identify as transracial, I'm supporting it. I really am, because I'm gonna be like, you in America, you should be able to anything you want to. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. You can be whatever you want. If you want to be transracial, go ahead. I'm being serious. I'm being dead on serious. Somebody come to me and say, hey man, I identify as white and he's dark as me, I'm gonna support him. If he says, white guy come and say, man, I identify as black, I'm transracial. Okay, I'm gonna support you. I'm trans Mexican. Whatever, man. I'll support you. You learn the language, I'm with it. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. I'm being serious, because this shit right here, I think it needs to be done. I think it needs to be done so that way we can stop this shit. Now everybody have to make a choice. You either can accept transracial, or you can and accept the whole damn non-binary, or either that, you're a hypocrite. Oh man, let me stop. Let's continue.
Are expanding upon information that students are hearing here at school, but you would never even dream of mentioning in an adult working environment. Some of the things that kids are being told in school, or even literature that they're receiving in school, is if you sold it on the street, or if you had it on the street, you'd be criminalized for it. So why is it that our youngest children are being preyed upon? And I have 2 young children myself, and I think it's a travesty that parents have to be so concerned and pick through every last bit of information that their kids might be viewing in school.
They have an option as to whether they're female or male is, first of all, wrong. We don't. We're born one way or the other. And to start giving children who don't even know which is their right, which is their left hand, to tell them they have a choice as to their sex is abuse, child abuse in my book.
Shout out to the grandma that was the last one on that clip. She old school for real, you know what I'm saying? You don't find old school grandmas like that. She's not a part of the woke-in culture. She's not trying to keep up with the times. She just said it like it was. You either male or you're a female. That's what it is. Okay? And I'm cool with that. Another thing is, I also miss I miss the old school LBGTQ people. I really do. I miss the old schools, man. The ones that were 20 years ago back before all this bullshit here started, they were real. I liked them. They stayed in their own lane. They wasn't trying to force that on the children. They were all about, this is who I am. This is what I stand for. You can either sell me for this or not. They didn't try to push that on nobody or anything. But before I get out of here, the alphabet soup people want to know why people treat them the way they treat them. I'm finna show a story here that has caused a lot of them to get in their feelings, but to me, I felt like justice was served. So let me share this with you. I know this is really, well, yeah, actually it is part of what we're talking about, part of the agenda. Let's talk about that case right quick, and then we're going to wrap this up. So give me one moment. Let me show y'all this. Hold on. Let's see. Come on for 1 minute, y'all. Give me 1 second. I gotta pull the story up. Maybe it'll. So I'm about to play this all right quick, and then I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel about this. So give me one moment here, and this is gonna be the last story for the night. So let's get it, man.
We have an update in the murder trial for Virginia Beach native Desantis Etute. After deliberating for 3 hours, a jury found the former Virginia Tech football player not guilty. 19-year-old Etute was accused of beating 40-year-old Jerry Smith to death in Blacksburg 1 year ago. Prosecutors Prosecutors say Atute met Smith after the pair matched on the dating app Tinder. They say Atute thought he was meeting a woman. On the stand, Atute claimed he acted in self-defense. He says he thought Smith was reaching for a gun.
Super Dad Luke here is helping.
This is the Atute case. This case has made a lot of the alphabet community upset because the young man that was a football player, like any young guy in college, went on the app trying to find him some, booty. Well, this particular gentleman here, the Seth guy, he was known to be deceitful to straight men. He would pose that he was a woman, and he did pretty well at it. He looked, when he got dressed up, you could tell he was a man. He did very well, and he would fool a lot of guys. And basically, I guess after he did it, basically torturing them about it. Tell them after they done messed with him and stuff, and they done went their separate way. Hey, I did this to you, blah blah blah. He was just a sick-minded individual. So this time he did that to this young man, and this young man wasn't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude was like, yo, man, you are not a woman. Okay? And he did what any young man would have done. This guy just went up here and went down on you, and you thought it was a woman, and it's not. I think this guy is out for African descent. So, this young boy just snapped, and I would have been the same way, because that you up here thinking you messing with a real woman, and it's not. That's a lot, and he's not the only one. There is a lot of women, a lot of these transgender women do this, and they laugh about it, and it's not good, because this is why then they get hurt. They want to claim, oh yeah, it's a hate crime. No, it's not. You're violating someone. Imagine if someone violated you, the shoes on the other foot. If that trans person thought they were with a straight, a real man, and it wasn't no real man, it was a woman with the weaponry that makes her look like she's a man, you would be upset. You'd be very disturbed. You would want to hurt the woman. Well, the same concept here. You can't do that to people. That psychologically mess people up, dude. You can't. I mean, I don't blame that young man. I would have snapped too. I really would. You done did that to me, and I thought you was a woman? No. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Want to get that last part of that story. Shout out to everyone that donated. Sewing Mistakes Unlimited. I don't think nobody donated to the Cash App tonight. If you did, I will see it. I will definitely shout you on the next broadcast. I know we got some new members. I got to check that out. I haven't had time. I've been real busy with the chef game. Again, thank y'all for joining with me for an hour and a half of nothing but straight good news and commentary. Please like, share, subscribe. Hit the like button. It's free. Hit the share button. It's free. Comment. It's free. Also, too, check out my community post. I will definitely keep y'all updated on what's going on. I love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other's patriots. Y'all know what it is. I'm fucking out.